Okay, so this is a series called Escape from Navezgane, which is based primarily around the Escape from Tarkov overhaul mod. A lot of people made this, so yeah. I've additionally added MP Loge's better biomes and urban decay, which you'll see immediately on going in. Kane's pick up plants mod. There's the locks mod and the S-core mod by Sphero. Couldn't remember his name for a second there. And the rest of the mods in here are mine, which are not just the cosmetic, which makes facial piercings have a purpose and adds bandanas back into the game. It gives those a purpose. They are helmet mods. The not just animal fat mod, which allows you to make torches from gasoline, coal and oil, in addition to just animal fat. The not just by magic mod, which makes wooden items require nails to craft, like hatchets and doors, etc. And you also get nails from wooden objects that you destroy. It also applies to metal objects. They'd have mechanical parts though. The not just default prefabs mod will not be in this, because this is a Navezgane map. I might like insert some at some point just to show them off if I remember. But for now, they're not going to be. The not just for clubs mod, which allows sledgehammers and pipe batons to use club mods, because there's just loads of them, and the primitive club doesn't sell, so yeah, they just end up with loads of them otherwise. The not just for stabbing mod, which adds a javelin to the game, which is based on the A20 spear, so it's a throwable weapon. It only has a primitive version, a T1 version. There is no iron or steel upgrade. It is meant purely as a early game throwable, although it does have melee ability as well, otherwise you'd end up carrying like loads of stuff. Anyway, initially I was trying to get this to stack, and I did actually succeed in getting it to stack, but it wouldn't show the amount that you had in your stack, and that annoyed me. And when you threw the weapon, the graphics would glitch out, so you'd look like you were holding it, and the one that was behind it, but there was nothing there. It just looked weird, so I just reverted it back to a non-stackable. The not just for the night mod, which extends the bag length before the despawn. Don't really need that. Normally I play on higher than 60-minute days, and if you play higher than 60-minute days, the first few bags in a whole night tend to despawn before the end of the night, but that's not going to be a problem in this one. But I figured, I'll just leave it in one anyway. It won't make a difference, really. The not just iron explosives mod, which makes things like the cooking pot mine require a cooking pot. They used to be like that in like Alpha 19 or something, I don't know, some earlier version of Alpha. You would actually have to require them, and they changed it so it's just all iron, and it never sit well with me, so that's what I made that mod. The not just the speed limit mod, which increases the speed of vehicles. I think the motorcycle is now the fastest vehicle, because it should be faster than the car, but the car obviously has a much larger carry space, so that's the trade-off. And the not just the standard pace mod, which makes your character move at different speeds depending on the terrain they're in. If you're on a road, you're faster than normal. If you're in the snow, you're half as fast because, you know, you're slogging through snow. This works primarily throughout the world. If you're playing on a random generated world, it doesn't work in POIs because they changed how POIs work. It used to be that the terrain blocks were per the zone, but now they use now there's a special terrain block that changes depending on where the POI is put, and my mod does not affect that particular block because I don't know how it's scripted. It's just it's not a snow block, it's not a grass block, it's just a block that can change, so it can't affect it. Anyway, yeah, so this is Escape from Navezgane, playing on a Navezgane map. Now, the Tarkov mod, it's suggested to play on Nomad because it's geared around Nomad difficulty, but I normally play on Survivalist, so I'm just going to play on Survivalist. Those are the settings there. Those are the settings there. I play on permadeath all the time, so I'm not going to change all that stuff. And yeah, there's no multiplayer. And there's also a new mod section here, but it won't show me it. It won't work. I don't know if that's the Tarkov mod that's making that not work, or whether it just doesn't work, but anyway, let's start. Escape from Navezgane. These are the new stuff for the Escape from Tarkov things. It replaces all the normal ones you used to seeing. It does say that the death penalty is disabled in there, but unless it refers to the XP or something, I don't know, it shouldn't make a difference for me because, like I said, I play on permadeath and if my character dies, they reset, so. Anyways. I will try to point out the mods as we come across them. The first one will be the Better Biomes mod, which will be noticeable from the get-go. This is also why I've called this Escape from Navezgane 10 years later, because there's a mod in a game I play called Project Zomboid that is called the 10 years later mod, and it makes the map look as if it's been 10 years since the zombie apocalypse, and this is pretty similar in how Better Biomes mod works. It does look like it's been quite a while since the zombie apocalypse, and the Urban Decay one fits well with it as well. That's for towns and stuff. You'll see in a minute anyway. Okay, let's go. As you can see, this is a lot lusher than normal. Look at all these trees, man. Anyway, let's place our little spawn camp. This is where I spawned. Hit the Y button. Start the initial quest. And now it's telling me to gather a bunch of stuff. This is a goldenrod. And then you get these other little plants like chicory and poppies and stuff. They don't do anything, but I imagine you can probably either get a mod that does use them or just create your own, I suppose. You could have chicory tea if you wanted. Don't know if that's a thing, but okay, let's get this going. That's a little tree. Oh, that you can also get wood off the ground. Stone. Get some grass too. stone. Okay, we are done with the initial quest. Carry on. Craft the axe. Put that on my hotbar. Right, as you can see, there's none of the initial starter equipment that you usually get. That's because the Tarkov mod replaces that with this little starter case, which allows you to take your choice of items you start off with. We're going to go with the medical one because, as I said, I play on survivalist. It's like the effects, the medkits basically, they kind of be useful in case I screw up. Let's just craft this. Open it up. Also gives us a nice little stabby. Put that over there. Modify. Okay. And we'll scrap that note. Different note to usual, but it's still just dumb, pointless pointless trash, rather. Injectors. These are like buffs that you can get, and you can get different ones, and it's not wise to mix them. But I won't be using them. Pick up plants. As you can see, you pick up the plant, but you don't get the XP for it. I need to harvest wood, so let's take this tree down. This is a vanilla tree. One of the differences I've noticed is the vanilla trees will give you a seed, and the trees added by better biomes tend not to give you seeds, in that I haven't got any from ones I've chopped down. That was another tree. There's a tree right next to it. Let's put these down here. Oh, I can go there. Okay. Now I need to get a stone. This will be fun. Oh, is that one over there? No, that's a golden rod. I thought it was the icon indicating mushrooms. I'm sure they're edible. Also part of the Better Biomes mod is that you find more plants knocking around. Okay, go ahead and craft our primitive clothing. I need some more grass. You get a little helmet light in every choice that you make, because the Tarkov mod is dark. Craft a bow. Alright, I'm gonna need some more grass, probably. Crap. Didn't want to do that. Oh. Speaking of which. Oh, I guess that was just regular grass. Okay. Thought it was one of the new plants. I need some feathers. Maybe I'll find one. Find a nest knocking around somewhere. Hey, pick up sticks. No? There's one. Oh, there's two. Nice. 8 arrows is kind of crappy, but Oh well. Ah, and here's the javelin. Go ahead and create 3 of those. And then we'll scrap that because I have no intention of ever using a wooden club. Or any club, to be honest, they're kind of shit. And we're done with that quest, so... And redeem. This will now tell me where the nearest trader is, and it's pretty far away. Okay, so I need to go back that way. Oh, I'm not really used to playing on 60-minute days, so... Oh, yeah, see how dark it is in the shade. It's even darker at night. Just a cheese lamp. It's not very good. You can get better versions. This one's kind of shitty. Someone's purse, I'll take that. Some gold. More wood lying around. Okay. I haven't seen any Zeds. This is part of the Tarkov mod that books have no value, so just collect them, use them up, get for the XP. This truck is dead. Mushrooms. This is all overgrown. The fuck? Must be a brick here. Where is this tree? Another brick. Is it just... Kinda want to get rid of it, it's in the way. No. Where is this gun? There we go, got that one. I guess it's just scrub. Okay, we can ignore it then, I suppose. Okay. Oh, I missed. And he's dead. I'm getting nails out of this wooden thing here. Oh, also Tarkov mod that pretty much everything is lootable. Although things like this tend to just give you some trash. Nothing up there. Okay. And there's making a hatch, which you can see it requires nails. fridge here. If there's that in here. There is not. Now, while making doors would require nails, repairing them just requires wood. I'll take that. Tape, nice. Lead and sand. It's mostly stuff like that, and it's not really decent stuff, but you know, bit of flavour. Excuse me. This is cloth, yeah. See how dark it is in here. I can now make first aid bandages. Do I have any? No. No aloe cream. There are two different ways to make first aid bandages in the Tarkov mod. There's the new one to use piles of med, and the old one, the vanilla one, if you want to call it that. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs, I guess. Empty pile of books, so sad. Okay, I don't think there's any. Survivalist is... it's not hard, is it really? Another book. Another chair. Free wood. I came from down there. Cloth. Oh no, it's plastic. Oh well. Cloth. Pile of trash in the middle of the floor here. Bit in there, haven't we? Another plant. Another plant. Break the chair, you get the nails. If you pick it up and scrap it, you don't get the wood. Some random flies there. Some food. Cupboard. Fridge. Nice, some meat. Unfortunately, I'm now a little bit encumbered. And upstairs we go, I guess. And close that door. Just in case, I don't know, crafting the hatch. Oops. Two hatches even. Another one here. broken, so I'll go ahead and repair it. While I'm here, I'll scrap that. Nope. Can't reach it. Nails? Nope. Potatoes. Okay. There's bound to be something in here. This is the throat. Oh, better because the knife is T3. Oh, a level 3 T3. Bit more cloth. Is that locked? Nope. Now, let me just close this a second. Do I have anything I can make a torch with? Yes. Bit of coal? No problem. I don't mind using coal. As you can see, it takes 5 coal to make a torch, 25 gasoline, 1 animal fat, 1 oil. Oh, there's a cupboard here. Nope, fine. There's a window here, but nothing. I think this is the extent of it. Which means there's no main stash in here. Oh well. It is only a 0 level, but sometimes you get them, so. It's also 2 o'clock. We need to head, I guess, this way. Poo, plastic. I don't remember if I set it so that you could get tires from them or not. And then not just buy magic wood. But it's fine if you can't, I suppose. I know you can get hubcaps from the hubcaps, and you get. Well, I suppose I could just edit it, put it in at a later date if you if I haven't already done it. Yeah, if I was using a bone knife, that would have took a lot longer, obviously, because it is on survivalist. Oh, we'll just kill this guy. Right, that's this one, because we are half an hour in.